Hello everyone, how's it going? Henry is back, and today we have a really cool surprise here. DJI just came out with their awesome little flight simulator. Now to play this, it's recommended, I believe, that you have a 1060 GTX, but honestly it doesn't look super demanding. Now in order to play this, you're going to have one of the controllers for the actual drones. So today I'm going to be using the Phantom Lightbridge controller. So this is the one kind of for the Phantom series, etc. But yeah, today you're able to hook it up via USB to your computer, and you can literally navigate the menus, and you can fly around using your real-life controllers. And there's different versions of this. So this is kind of like the free consumer version, the trial version. There's also the higher end enterprise versions that you can fly, the Matrix and those guys, the higher end drones, Inspire 2, etc. But let's take a quick look at the drones you can fly. So starting off with the big guy, the Inspire 1 Pro. You can fly this guy around. I like how the transforming design is a feature on the left side there. Alright, we also have the Phantom 4 Pro, or you can pretty much relate it to any of the Phantom series. If you can fly this guy, you can pretty much fly any of them. Alright, next we have the Mavic series, the Mavic 2 Zoom. So the newer version, still sense and avoidance. You still have all those shiny, so look at that 3D dronage. And then after that we have the Mavic Pro. So a little bit older. I can't believe I'm saying that because it still feels new. So yeah, still same thing. After that, even smaller, we have the little Mavic Air. And after that, we've got the little Spark. Yes, you can fly the Spark around to your heart's content. Smash it all that you want. Oh, gotta love simulators. And then we're going back to the Inspire. So yeah, let's take out the Phantom 4 first, because it's kind of like the standard drone right now in that sense. So let's select this guy. And in the free version, you only have the free flight city. But you have different points you can choose to take off from. So you have 5 different points. Let's just go with point number 1 to keep things simple. Select that and let it load. Looking at an advertisement. I am not sponsored for this, but DJI, if you want to sponsor me, yes please. Alright, so here we are. So it's just like a normal drone. You just, if you haven't used a Phantom drone before, pretty much at that diagram, you put both sticks in, and there you go. So there we are. We could add some power here, and look at that. It's alive and it's floating around. Beauty. Now with this, if you press the C button on your keyboard, you actually switch between 4 or 5 different views. First one is, look at this. You can see what I'm doing. This is what an operator sees when they're flying with their iPad, or whenever I'm shooting a house. All these other things you can practice with your pans, everything else. This is pretty much exactly how the iPad looks whenever you're flying a DJI aircraft there. If I press C again, you get full screen. So if you have like a small monitor you can play this on, you can get really into realistic mode here. The next view, press C again, is kind of like your video game mode. Kind of, you can play around. Look at that. Eagle view, just hardcore parkour. Practice flying around. Not sure if it's really legal to fly in the city, although no one's out and about. And of course, back to the usual view that you can just first person it. This view is probably the best if you get this program in the sense that you want to fly your drone around without having to crash it in real life. I say do this first person view first before you have the viewfinder view. That's because if you can fly with this, you pretty much can fly in just the FPV, right? Because if your FPV fails, you should be able to orient yourself. So example, if I'm over here, one of the easiest ways to find out which way your aircraft is pointed is go left and right fast. You know that the front of the aircraft is to the left there, so you can just rotate it, point it away from you, and now your controls are pretty much exactly how they would be if it's close to you. You can practice doing your movements, you can practice flying around, and yes, you can crash in this. We'll get to that in a second here. But yeah, no, like, oh my gosh, it's Inception. But no, you can practice all your movements, you can practice your pans, your slow movements. Of course, the gimbal, everything else works. All right, so in Canada, 90 meters, so 300 feet is kind of like the highest you can go, which we can see our altitude going up there, 80 meters. Look at that, still under the 300 foot. Now, obviously, in real life, we're not going to go into the circumstances of flying in a city in airspace. We're just going to fly around in the simulator. We're going to enjoy it. Again, it is nice to play around in a sim, so I can teach my friends and family how to fly a drone without having to worry about my multi-$1,000 drone going on the line here. Let's take a quick look at if we fly into a tree. Don't have to worry about it. Never mind. If we smash into this building, let's do it. Can't believe I'm saying that, but let's go into this building. That is just depressing. Unfortunately, no destructive drone. You can't make it go into a million pieces like it would in real life. Oh my gosh. Ah! Dramatic sadness. I wish they had the small violin music playing. Now, if you press enter or the bottom button on your controller, you do get like a little bit more things you can play around with. You can play with the hovering, interference. So if you want to add interference to your controls, you can add a wind, speed, direction, everything else. So in the free version, there is some ability to play around with things. So you can definitely do that. So just in real life, you press the return home button and the drone will return home. Just a quick look here. Let's see how this does. Is it just like real life? Yes, it is. So it adds altitude, and the Phantom 4 has the sense and avoidance, so it can definitely look after that. Let's try the Inspire. The Inspire is a little bit, let's try 0.3. Here we are. If you haven't flown the Inspire before, just gets up a few feet and the gears start to come up automatically, just like the Matrix 600 and those guys. And then there you go. And then you can just fly off into the sunset automatically and get your 4K footage. And to land back down, you just go a few feet above the ground. It gets its gear down, or you can press your button or your controller. Then you slowly bring her down. Like so. Beautiful. Booyah. Just like IRL right there. Smash all these guys to heck because they aren't going to cost you a few $1,000s. IRL, that's it's so sad how there's not even music. Mind you, this software came with like stock music when it was, ooh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm really happy DJI made a free version of this so it can fly around and you can test your skills. Oh my gosh, guys, it's me. You use the rule of thirds to line up shots. Oh, it's so cute. It's just a little, just want to hug it. It's so cute and tiny. I'm guessing, yeah, okay. So yeah, you can fly around and you can kill it as well, but funny thing is that you don't really know how big this is, so it looks like a giant drop ship incoming. It's like dun, 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 dun. Then it gets close and it's like, oh, it's just, it's a toy, guys. It's all good. And it's great to practice with some wind, things like that. Just if you can do it in the sim, it's good to know that if you can do it in real life or not. There you go. Just do a loop. Whoa. All right, everyone. Thanks again for watching. This was, of course, the free version of DJI's new flight simulator out now. You can get it off their website or just Google it. Again, thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you want any tips on how to fly drones in real life or regulations, etc., please let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more content, guys. It really means a lot for all your support. Again, I love sharing little things like this. Anyway, thank you so much for watching again, ladies and gentlemen. Have an amazing day. And as always, fly safe. And I'm going to get my drone to go get my Amazon package and my Tim Hortons at this point. Just flying away.